Alrighty, what was that Hanna-Barbera cartoon that I dick dastardly? That was Dudley Do-Right, I think? I don't remember. But that sounds like Dudley Do-Right to me. I don't even know if that was Hanna-Barbera. But that's what I remember it being. Man, I had shit taste in cartoons as a kid. What was the other? There was another cartoon I wanted to mention that I was just thinking of that I really enjoyed, but I can't remember it, so fuck it. There was one that was so bad that I really enjoyed as a kid, and I'm trying to remember which one it was. Oh yeah! Oh man, so this wasn't bad. This was actually a really cool cartoon from when I was a kid. It was called The Pirates of Dark Water, and it was a beautifully animated show. It looked really cool. It still looks really cool in my opinion. And oh my god. Fuck. God. Oh god. Please don't drop. Please don't drop! Dropped right on my ass. Anyway. It's called The Pirates of Dark Water, and it was really, really cool. It was beautifully animated. It looked like a fantasy, like graphic novel, and it lasted one season, and it didn't even finish the entire season, unfortunately. Now, let me explain why that's important. So, in The Pirates of Dark Water, what it was about was it was about these pirates that were trying to get like 13 gems and like gather them so they could summon the ultimate power to bring back like one of the characters' dads or something like that, and like resurrect their kingdom or some lost kingdom. I don't know. Anyway, it brought something back. So they canceled the show before they finished all the episodes. So, like, literally, there's one season of this beautifully done, really cool show out there that is like, we need to collect 13 gemstones, and we'll be able to bring back the lost kingdom. And, like, you'll be reunited with your parents or whatever. Oh, God, I should have jumped. I just took that in the ass. Anyway, so they didn't finish it. I don't know how to deal with this. Okay, it's fine. Oh, I know how to deal with this. Oh, yeah, I didn't realize he screamed. that symbolizes how I feel right now. Come on, all I need to do is get one hit. No! 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 Oh! Oh! Oh. Anyway, they didn't finish it. So it ends with them collecting like 11 of the 13 gemstones. And I was like, all right, when's it coming back? Because I watched it every single week, and I was like, huh, this is a rerun of Pirates of Dark Water. Shouldn't there be a new one? They're real close to like getting their kingdom back. And then I was like, huh, it's been like 3 weeks since there's been a new episode of Pirates of Dark Water. When are they gonna bring it back? And that's when I finally realized, like, wait, shows can be canceled before they're done? Well, this is just a real fine how do you fucking do. Anyway, so it was like, wait, a show can just end before it's done, and we just have to deal with it? Like, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. And that's literally just like how it ended. Now, this is before Adult Swim was a thing, right? And what people probably don't really know is that, like, you know those, like, famous, like, random segments that Adult Swim does, like, where it's, like, the white text and the black background? Cartoon Network did that in, like years before Adult Swim existed. Like, they had, like, a prototypical version of this thing, where it was called, like, Ask Cartoon Network. And what it was they would show, like, fan... They would show like oh, that's how we gonna do it, huh? They would show fan mail that they got, and they would just like have like humorous response. Son of a God! Every time, and that must have been. Yeah.
Here's a real high-class bout. And begin.
Anyway, so Cartoon Network would just show fan mail, and they would show like responses to it. And somebody wrote to Cartoon Network being like, "Hey, when's Pirates of Dark Water gonna finish? I want to figure out what's happening there." And Cartoon Network, like I said, this is the proto-Adult Swim. So Cartoon Network's response was basically literally like, "Oh yeah, sure. Here's how Pirates of Dark Water ends." And they put up like some stupid like child's doodle of it to troll everybody. They were like, "Yep, oh no, I remember what it was. They were like, "Yeah, we have the Pirates of Dark Water taped on VHS." And I remember this very, very fondly because this is actually really fucking funny. So they say like, "We have it on VHS and we'll show it to you right now." And they put up a shot from like a documentary on like cats, and it just showed like how cats' tongues work. And so they just showed, they said like, "Here it is, here's the end of the Pirates of Dark Water." And it just and it showed like 3 seconds of the Pirates of Dark Water before saying like, "The cat's tongue drinks milk in a lapping motion seen here. It's just lapping and lapping and lapping, lapping and lapping and lapping, lapping and lapping and lapping." Like they actually just replayed it on skip over and over again. And then they said like, "Oops, sorry, I guess we taped over the end of Pirates of Dark Water." And I was like, I've been betrayed twice. Sometimes there just is no justice in this world, and why? Why did I do that? There was no purpose for me to go up in the corner, except to just like make my life shittier. What is even he holding? Is he holding a candy cane that he's just squeezing on? It's like, what is this? What is anything? Oh, God. I don't want to deal with this anymore. Anyway, you can probably find a clip of this because this was legendary. Like, no show had ever done anything like this before. Like I said, this was years before they started doing this stuff on like a regular basis. Like, now that Adult Swim is like really famous for trolling the shit out of its audience basically all the time. Like, never. What? I was...
This match will get red hot.
Oh, God. You know, I am my own worst enemy in this game, by far. Every mistake stems from me. It's just my mistakes. There's nothing... Suppose it's apropos to be talking about cartoons while playing this game, huh? It is really cool. But, I love how rubber hosey everyone looks with their damn legs. Right, that was dumb sounding. With like their arms like all pumping and like to the music and stuff like that. I love it. Anyway, yeah, so that was that. And then Adult Swim became a thing, and I think Adult Swim's trolling is hilarious. So probably because I got trolled as a little kid, and I was like, aha! Now it happens to other people with things they care about, like Samurai Jack like Samurai Jack fans getting trolled on like with the new premiere or whatever. That was pretty funny to me. Cool. Oh no! Okay, it's fine. Watch this. Please don't barrel me. Okay. I got this. All I need to do is hit it like 3 times. Yes! Oh, thank God. I'm gonna donate $10 to charity. I'm so goddamn happy. Ah, did it. A parry bonus of 0. Thanks, game. I get it. I ate every single attack right in the face. Ah. Cool. So that was that. I'm gonna get some... Nah. Let's just keep going. How far along am I in this game? I'm gonna exit the title real quick just because I want to see how far along I am. And then, I'll just hop right back into it immediately. I'm just curious. Let's see. 60%. Wow. This is kind of a short game. It's just, you just have to keep doing it over and over again. Huh. Bee Queen. Bee Queen. Oh. Oh, those are words that I didn't ever want to hear again. Are you telling me that this game has a Bee Queen boss in it? Because those are... my soul can't handle Bee Queens. If I fight, when I fight one, I'll tell you why. But Bee Queens are not something I want to deal with. Bird, for the sake of your sanity, get 4 health. I refuse. Okay, exit to map, and let's switch over to the non-charged shoddy weapon and have ourselves a good time here. Roundabout, unequip, and let's go. Perilous Piers. Don't mind if I do. Run and gun mode, not a problem. Oh, yeah, flying fish. And they're flapping their arms. Yeah, that's how flying fish fly. Good research, video game developers. Oh, look at this thing. This thing's straight out of Super Mario World, too. Huh. Yes. I don't know why I'm getting all haughty about this game now. Alrighty, let's get that coin. Oh, that's fine. I didn't want to have full health anyway. Okay, let's cool it on being too sarcastic here. Oh, hang on. Oh, you suck. Can I parry off of that claw? That claw looks not parryable. Never mind. Oh, I have to wait till it comes closer. Oh, man. Uh-oh. Bad news. Oh, terrible news. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. That's good, because the game was longer than that sanity would be lost forever. You know, easy come, easy go, right? Like, that's why I'm able to just be like, I fucking hate everything about this game. Let me tell you about, like, what it was like growing up in the Bill Clinton era. Man, Animaniacs was a thing. Simpsons episodes were good. Futurama wasn't on the air yet. Music was weird. Everyone was listening to Alanis Morissette. Good times. Yeah. The 90s were, like, I'm not gonna lie, they were basically like a golden age of America as far as I'm concerned. Oh my god. The internet was new. The country was Oh, there's nothing. Anyway, like the 90s were great. We had just come out of the 80s where everyone was like all me, corporate world. And we were in the 90s where it was me, corporate world, except we had the internet. So, oof. Let me tell you, that made that was a pretty swingy little, invention right there. Have you heard of this thing? I mean, trust me, if you guys have never heard of the internet, you have got to check it out. There's porn for free. You can watch as much as you want, and no one can stop you. I mean, parents probably can, but if you're watching porn with your parents, then you know, that's pretty weird. If you're watching porn of your parents, that's even weirder. So, but hey, I'm like, oh yeah, sure, that was not a fucking nightmare illustration right there. A president could play the saxophone. Let me tell you, a president played the saxophone on Arsenio Hall. That is the coolest thing you could ever imagine in your entire life. a president could play the saxophone on Arsenio Hall while wearing like a cheap like Blues Brothers looking suit and being like, Arsenio, check this out. Oh man. He was, I remember hearing this funny anecdote of, somebody was talking about, people that worked in the White House, what was it like? And somebody was like, I was a staffer under Bill Clinton, and I played the saxophone, and Bill Clinton, I was practicing in the White House one day, and Bill Clinton came by and offered me some tips. And it's like, wow. Oh, God. Like, I'm sure he wasn't like the most amazing saxophonist on the face of the planet, but like, how many people can say like, I got tutored on how to play my musical instrument from the President of the United States? And I'm sure even if you're better at the saxophone than Bill Clinton, you don't say like, yeah, I disagree, Mr. President. I don't agree with that. What was I supposed to do? What was left? Oh man. I guess. Anyway, so, yeah, Bill Clinton is a pretty cool dude, and as far as I'm concerned, he invented the internet, which makes him even cooler. Oh, God. Man. I remember watching, like, elections and stuff as a little kid, and being like, didn't we just have one of these? What the hell's going on? It was like, wait, hold on. You're telling me that, like, we're getting rid of Bill Clinton? I thought we liked him. And my parents were like, well, you see, they can serve out a maximum of 2 terms. And I was like, why? Because I didn't learn U.S. history at the time. I was just like, that was crazy talk to me. That would just be like the same thing as saying like, we got a great thing going. You know, we've had 4 years of Clinton, or like 4 years of like having a car, and we want a different car. And I'm just like, but why? Our car is flawless. Why do you need new things ever? Because I'm a child, and that's my understanding of the world. Anyway, I mean, I had no idea how the government worked at the time. Anyway, so I couldn't believe it. I was like, okay, so what is a election like then? If you're getting rid of this guy that you like what is an election like? And my parents were like, we could tell you, or you can go outside. And I was like, I think I'm gonna do that. But it was just a blur. Like, as far as I'm concerned, like, Bill Clinton, like, George H.W. Bush was elected at the same time Bill Clinton was president, while Bill Clinton was also getting impeached. Like, it was such a blur to me. And also O.J. Simpson was going on at the same time. And, I can remember, like, stuff about, like, the O.J. Simpson trial. Like, I remember, like, the Chewbacca, what was it, like, the Chewbacca defense? Is that what it was called? Like, I remember, like, just hearing about this crazy stuff, and I was like, I don't understand why anyone cares about, like, a guilty verdict or not, because I didn't understand that O.J. Simpson was a celebrity before any of this happened. I was just like, people commit crime and, like, shoot each other all the time. Why do we care so much about this one in particular? Naive Bird definitely sums it up. Good times. Good times. Running through the 90s with Birdcatcher. Yep. Running through, like, effectively, like, a 9-year-old's, like, fever dream interpretation of what the 90s was like. What am I supposed to do? I don't understand the end of this level. I can't land on anything. Do I not bounce off that guy's head? That must be the case. I must just land on it but not hurt him. That's the only explanation that makes sense. But, yep. And then here's another random thing I remember from when I was a kid. So, we were in a war in the 90s, a very short-lived one, but a very, very intense one called the Gulf War. And not a whole lot of people like really remember or talk about the Gulf War, but I remember being a little kid watching CNN with my parents while the Gulf War was going on, and I saw the craziest goddamn thing I'd ever seen in my entire life at the time, which was like Scud missiles being launched out of like Jerusalem or something like that, like it's just burned into my memory as like one of the son of a bitch. As like one of the earliest things I can remember is like this footage of like anti-aircraft guns just like shooting like crazy in nighttime footage, like in yeah. You'll hear the end of that story tomorrow. Thanks for watching.